very fun video for you. We are going to actually show you the update of our renovation of our Airbnb. So we showed you guys this apartment a few months ago when it was like the original pre-renovation apartment.
A lot has changed since then.
A lot has changed. It looks completely different. So it's not completely finished yet, but honestly, we're getting there. And I think we've been trying to keep this like really under wraps. And I think now is the time to show you guys where we're at. So we ummed and ahed about the kitchen a little bit. We were thinking, do we like rip everything out and completely renovate the kitchen? Or do we kind of leave most of the bones of it and just update a little bit? Now, because it's like white and fresh and in really good condition, I thought it would be best from an investment perspective to actually just do a few little bits to update this and make it look a little bit more modern and a little bit more like designery.
Well, also, this is a really strong, like resilient kitchen. Resilient's probably the wrong word, but like this kitchen ain't going nowhere, and we planned to kind of rip this all out, and do something new, and it was just like, this is really good.
Yeah,
so
that's
with a few small changes, I think we've put some extra value in the place quite easily.
Yeah, that's right. So we had some extra LED lights put in just to give that little bit of glow up there. The other thing we did was replace the fridge because the other fridge that was there just didn't really fit properly, and we wanted to have the accents in the apartment matte black. So we wanted everything to sort of match. And then here, all we actually did was buy one of these taps from ABI Interiors, and you can do the little hose thing. And then if you back up a little bit,
Hold on.
I feel like the thing that made the biggest difference to this space is these two pendant lights.
Yeah, they hang from the ceiling up there. That is a 3.2 metre tall ceiling, I think.
Yeah.
So it's very high. And I think that really adds a lot of depth. Like if you move like that, you can really see how cool that looks.
Kane's very proud of his Sodastream.
I think I'll describe the Sodastream. Hang on a minute. I don't know why Pia finds this so hilarious, but this is amazing. It is a Sodastream, essentially. It's the same thing, but in a really nice chrome case. So all you do is you get your chilled water from the fridge, pop it in here, bubbleized water. I love it. This is the best bit.
Kane literally thinks this is like the epitome of luxury. He just wants cold, like carbonated water on tap all day, every day.
I do think, as an Airbnb guest, to get complimentary, sparkling, chilled water, I think that's a luxury. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I think it's really cool too. So as an Airbnb, this place is like, it's equipped like an apartment, you know, like you could live here long term. A lot of people do.
Well,
so,
we have.
Yeah, we have been here for quite some time now. So like you've got everything. You've got the microwave, you've got the oven, you've got the dishwasher, you've got everything that you could possibly need. And it's so much better equipped than most hotel rooms. So very cool. Now, what I think made one of the biggest difference is the floor.
Yes.
Because if you remember the before, this bit around the kitchen here was tiled, and then where Kane is over there was like a 12-year-old carpet.
Yeah, and also this used to be a hotel, so you can imagine how grubby that carpet was.
Yeah, that's right. So it was carpeted, it didn't have any nice skirting boards. So we've actually redone the entire inside of this apartment. So the floors are these beautiful herringbone floors. They're called Cortex. Cortex?
Yep.
And they clip together like this. They turned out to be ridiculously expensive, but I'm so happy that we made the choice because I think it just makes the apartment look like next level beautiful. Yeah,
so the important thing about Cortex over real wood, if we'd have got real wood, it wouldn't have been too much more expensive, but let's say you dropped a knife or a fork on here, it would have actually dented the wood.
Yeah.
Whereas this is a synthetic vinyl, it's fully waterproof, so given that we're like 50 metres from the beach, people might come here soaking wet, you know how hotel guests are, this will not buckle or bubble or anything like that. And also you can pretty much knock anything on it and it will not break. It's rock solid.
In the before video of this, we also showed you guys that there were a bunch of like huge skirting boards that were just kind of willy-nilly lying on the floor. They are now obviously installed and they look so amazing. I just feel like they really complement the herringbone floor. Like it's got that kind of European glamour to it.
We have also redone all of the light switches everywhere. So they're nice matte black now with dimmers and whatnot, which is super cool. The previous ones were just a bit sun damaged. After a while, white switches go yellow here in Australia, so we got rid of those. I think they look great now.
I think that was possibly like one of the most affordable things we did in terms of the renovation, and I think it's it's really made a huge difference. Like we did all of the light switches and all of the plug sockets. So now everything inside this apartment looks completely modern and completely new. These stools are actually just from our old apartment in Sydney. You might have seen them before if you've like followed along for that long. They're from Temple & Webster. They're like a nice vegan leather, and I feel like this color is kind of what turned out to be the accent color in the apartment. Not necessarily fully on purpose, but mainly because we ended up having to furnish this purely with like furniture that we could find in Australia because of all the COVID shipping delays. So we've got this beautiful travertine console. I just wanted to have a little bit of extra sort of bench space. You could put a little bar, little cocktail glasses, something like that on here.
We might actually put a coffee machine there. We're not sure yet.
Yeah.
This is currently set up for how we're living here until we can find somewhere to move on, but we might put a little coffee machine there.
Yeah, so it just gives us a little bit more space. And honestly, I saw this and I just completely fell in love with it. Like it is just the most beautiful, solid travertine piece. Oh my gosh. And then on top of it, Kane found this gorgeous, this is from Dinosaur Designs.
Correct, yeah, in Sydney.
This is like a really cool designer. They do all these, is it resin?
I think so. They do a lot of very unusual organic shaped stuff like this. Like this is kind of half see-through, half coloured. It's very cool.
Yeah.
It's just meant to be like kind of a key catch-all sort of thing, but I think it's nice.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wow, that's a good piece of artwork.
Where did you get that piece?
Well, funny you should say. That's my artwork. Yeah, so this Airbnb, pretty much all the art here is going to be by me, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah, I feel like it adds a really cool personal touch to like not only have us like furnish it and design it, but actually have you leaving your photography in.
Well, also, we won't come to it yet, but there is some furniture that I've made as well. So there's furniture and art here
Yes.
by me, which I'm really proud of, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, it's really, really cool.
Also, we have put HomePod Mini everywhere, so there's 7 of these around the house, which means that basically you can play music and it will just stream throughout the whole house. So it's not like one Bluetooth speaker, the whole house is kind of wide for sound.
This is my favorite space in the entire place, I think. But look at this living room. We wanted to create something that wasn't like a living room that sort of just faced at a TV. We wanted it to look really like a cool little art gallery or something like that. So we got this sofa. This is the Atelier Sofa from Coco Republic, and it comes with these really, really cool little cushions.
Can I just jump in there? If you wear blue jeans or black jeans, please never sit on these seats. You're on these seats, please, because I think they might stain that.
I know, we've taken a massive risk with this sofa for an Airbnb, but honestly, I couldn't walk past it. I just thought it was so beautiful and so perfect, so we're taking the risk.
Yeah.
And then what we've done is basically, we've put this with a Coco Republic rug under that. Now, initially I was gonna go with just a cream colored light rug, and then I saw this and I realized that we had this beautiful piece of art, and I thought, oh my gosh, the sort of terracotta color throughout is gonna create this really cool sort of accent color to the apartment. So it's a really abstract, beautiful rug that I think has tied the whole place together and really lifted the color of everything. Now the other thing that just arrived literally today, this is why we're filming this, is this brass lamp. This is from Coco Republic as well. We went there a lot. But this literally just arrived. So it's got a marble base and then this brass top. And we do actually have 2 of these coming for the bedroom in small for the bedside tables, but they're delayed.
Like everything else in Australia.
And we've kind of teamed it up with this piece of art here. I love this so much. This is from Studio Stratura. I think that's how you pronounce it. I love the fact that it's white, so it kind of fades into the background a little bit, but when you look at it, you don't have this big white empty space here. You've got like this gorgeous piece of art right there.
It really draws your eye in. There's a lot of detail there that makes you want to look at it for a while. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's really cool. We've got this huge mirror here because I always love when I'm getting dressed and I want to go somewhere, as I walk out, I can kind of do a last minute check. And this is just a humongous New York mirror. That's from MCM House.
The real reason Pia got it is when you stand here, it's just good for selfies.
Yeah, it's really good mirror
That's
selfie.
the reason why.
So this little stool here is from Kira and Kira. It's just perfect. You can kind of move it around the room, and if you need like a little coffee table or something, you know, that's available for you. I also like how it's like cute and rustic and, I don't know, very natural. So this dog bed is super cute and really matches the apartment, but it's not actually going to be here because it's Muesli's.
It's from Sash Beds. If anybody wants one, I've had so many DMs about it. It's Sash Beds, but yeah.
Kane has literally fallen asleep in it. It's so comfortable. Anyway, moving on. This coffee table, we've got this round coffee table in the middle with these raw edges. This is petrified wood. So actually, when you look at it from the top, it looks like a bunch of tree trunks, but when you touch it, it's stone, and it is the heaviest thing I've ever dealt with.
It took 3 of us to move that thing in. It's insane. It's like
absolutely
a slab.
nuts. Yeah. Then I've gone and carried on the like stone theme with these little travertine ornaments. We've got this tray and this bowl, and then these really cool, look at these are coasters. Aren't they like amazing?
Yeah, they are gorgeous.
They're so beautiful. So these 2 armchairs we've got facing in. So again, it's not like a living room that just sort of faces a TV. And I think they're like really nice to hang out here and have like great conversations. These are also from Coco Republic. We thought it would be nice to put a bit of black in here just as a bit of contrast. And then in here, we've got that little stool again. So if you need to like rest your drink or something, this is the matching piece with that. And they're both from Kira and Kira.
All right, there's a couple of tech things I want to talk about. Firstly, we have a Dyson, I think it's called an Airblade Pure. It basically will filter the air of anything. So dust from the beach, coronavirus. I think it's just a nice thing to have in an apartment. Adds a little bit of extra confidence for any visitors that might think that there's, you know, people been here before. That thing will clean the air, which I'm really, really pleased with. Okay, so this I think is the pièce de résistance. But I would say that because I made it. We had trouble finding a TV cabinet. We literally couldn't find one. All the Australian-made ones that we could get, like within a 4-week window, were $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, and the ones that we found that were slightly cheaper were all overseas, and they were going to take months to arrive. So we ended up going to a timber yard to see if somebody could make something for us. And we found, as we arrived at the timber yard, we found I think it might be a train sleeper. It was really long. It was like 4 meters long. Covered in mud and bugs and whatnot. And I said to the guy, what if we just cut it down, made it about the right length, took a chunk off each end and made those the legs? Could you just sand that down and treat it so that it was like able to be in a house? And he looked at me kind of a bit weird, thinking that was a strange request, but he did it anyway. And this is what it looks like. And I'm actually so happy with it. So it is completely raw. It's actually even a bit twisted. There are chunks cut out of it. At this end, it's all just completely broken off. But I think it looks really nice. So to finish it off, we put LED lights around the back. We tried to make it as hidden as possible. And that can all be controlled by Surry or by the iPad that will be in the house. The iPad will actually be able to change all of the bulbs, different moods, different colors and stuff like that, which I think is super cool.
Kane's already set them all up. He's got movie mode, party mode. I think one is just called Vibes.
Yeah, that just sets the whole house to red.
Vibes.
It's a bit intense. We gotta fix that up. And yeah, so I think that looks really nice. And then, because we didn't want to have a proper TV cabinet because we were hanging this, which is the Samsung Frame TV. This TV, all of the brains of this thing is around the back in the wardrobe, which I'll show you later. And when it's not on, it just shows a picture of your choice, which I think is really nice. So we've chosen a photo that kind of matches my artwork over there. And the thing that I really like about this TV is it does have this 45-degree chamfered edge, and it's white. So it does actually look like a picture frame rather than just a TV that's hanging. A lot of people that have come around already have actually said, oh, did you not get a TV for your house?
Yeah.
No, it's there. They don't realise that there's actually a screen that's on all the time. And what they've done is they've got a little motion detector underneath here. So when you leave the house, the TV does power down. So it's not like burning into the screen all the time and not using electricity and using up the hours. But when you come back home, it immediately senses you're home and the thing powers back on. So effectively, as far as the Airbnb guest is concerned, there will always be art on there, and press a button and you'll just get taken straight out of the screensaver back to whatever you want to watch. So Netflix or
Space Force.
the best show ever. Yeah, so that's it. And then to go back to the artwork, you just turn it off. Boom. I'll tell you what's nice as well, if you do want to watch TV, these are actually super comfortable. So you can just turn them around and face the TV if you want. But typically, the setup for this place is group communal chat, which I love. You can just sit here and have a conversation.
So the big appeal that was a huge factor towards why we decided to buy this apartment is that it's actually the only apartment in the building that has a private courtyard. And it's honestly just such a usable space. Now, I don't know if you watched the before video where we showed you guys what it was like, because it was in pretty bad condition, but Kane and I replanted everything. So just let me show you, as you walk out, I got this here, Harper's Project.
Harper's Project, that's right, yes.
And I love this. You can slide in either direction. How cool is that? I wanted to show you guys this. This is a little beach cart. This rolls on the sand.
Yeah, this is amazing. This is like a chunky off-road beach cart. So this thing is from the beach people, and it is really amazing for going on sand. So no issue dragging that thing down to the ocean.
This umbrella is from MCM House, this beautiful like cream sort of color and a wooden base. It is extremely strong. It's been really windy lately and this thing is not going anywhere.
Yep.
So instead of an indoor dining area, we thought we should actually utilize this space and do a proper dining area out here. So we got this table. This is a teak outdoor table from Living by Design. And then these are really cool and actually super comfy little outdoor chairs from Papaya.
We are also leaving 2 Super 73s here for the guests. They've got super cool chunky tyres and they're a lot of fun. And they go for about like 30 kilometers, I think, in terms of battery range. So we'll leave the chargers here, and if you want to take them out, just take them out. That's all cool. This probably looks very different to what it used to look like. We have put a lot of plants in here, and then we covered them up with these white pebbles down here, which give it a real nice kind of tropical vibe. I'm very happy with that. And it's also nice, it just makes for a nice vibe when you wake up and this is the first thing you see. Obviously the umbrella would normally be down when you wake up, but it's just very nice to see plants when you open your eyes.
While we're here, we're sleeping in this room rather than the master. Of course, when we do actually make this available for Airbnb guests, both of them will be beds, so this can comfortably sleep 4.
Yes.
So yeah, this is the second bedroom. There's a huge wardrobe there where you can just pack away all of your stuff, and
Dun, da, da, da.
another one of Kane's pieces.
You might be able to see here that there is a bit of a glow. There are more Surry controlled lights, so you'll be able to control everything from the iPad. And it's a really nice reading light. It's a very soft reading light that you get when you leave that on and everything else is off. You'll also see there are home pods here and here. So yeah, music throughout the whole house. It's very cool.
So I just wanted to quickly mention that this is not finished. We are still waiting for those 2 brass lamps. So there'll be 2 brass bedside table lamps with a big marble base, which I think is going to finish the room off really nicely. And I feel like it's going to complement this really well. Like it's got like a little Palm Springs 70s vibe to it that I really like.
Oh, let me show you the view. This is actually the view from bed.
Oh yeah.
So let's say you're laying, this is like here. Oh, here's my doona.
Tucking in
that is your view when the sun comes up, which is just epic. Okay, so the idea is that you would wake up here, grab a newspaper, grab a coffee, orange juice, come sit down here, enjoy the morning, and then once you're done there, you can walk through here.
Have a little sunbathe.
Maybe just ponder life's differences. And then boom, you're actually in the apartment. So it's a very open plan apartment. Every room has access to every other room and the balcony, which is lovely. This is currently our makeshift office. So there's no bed furniture in here right now. It will change. But as you come in here, we've got the walk-in and the bathroom this way. And then over here, you've got an incredible view of the entire kind of restaurant street, which we have down here. Now on this wall over here, we've got another one of my pieces of photography. We will probably put this up here.
Yes.
I think if the bed's facing this way, which is kind of the way it's designed, I think we'll move that piece of artwork over here. But for now, that's where we put it because the dresser is here and kind of works. But yeah, all of this stuff is kind of set up for our trading and not for a family. So when we have an Airbnb, this will be able to hold 4 people. Parents in here, or couple number 1 in here, couple number 2 in the second bedroom. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
This is my little desk right now, so I have a cute view of that street, which is actually like a bunch of restaurants, which is a bit vibey in the afternoons, and then also I can kind of walk in and out from through there.
This is probably my favorite little thing of the whole house. It's called a Deebot, and it's kind of one of those little robot vacuum cleaners that goes around and cleans the house for you. But it has like a LiDAR detector on top. So it's mapped out the whole house. So it knows the house inside out. So again, from the iPad, you'll be able to say, please go clean the kitchen. And this little thing will just drive off, go clean the kitchen. And the thing I love about this is when it gets full, it comes home and it empties itself into this bag. So you never have to empty the thing at all. You'll get an alert when this bag is full and you just slide that out and that goes in the bin. So probably my favorite thing in the house, to be perfectly honest.
I don't think we're going to leave it here when it's an Airbnb.
Oh, we're not? Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, sucks to be our guests. So that's it. That is the Airbnb where it stands. We're still not quite there yet. I reckon we've got about another 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And obviously we need to find somewhere to live, which is really difficult in the Gold Coast right now. It seems that there is nowhere available. So as soon as we can find somewhere, we'll move our office out, get our existing furniture out of storage, and we can start our lives. And then this Airbnb we're ready. So when it's ready, I'll put the link in the description down below. But right now, we're here.
Yes, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave us a little like if you did. From now on, I think we're gonna head back on the big Aussie adventure and go to some cool Airbnbs and do a bit of travel stuff. This was just a bit of a project that really occupied us for the last 4 months, so.
It was meant to be 4 weeks.
Yeah.
4 weeks became 4 months.
Let that be a lesson to you guys. Anyway, I hope you guys like the design. We're really happy with how it turned out. And when it does go live on Airbnb, we'll link it for you guys so you can come and stay here and let us host you.
Mm.